Morning. Chaos. 9:15. They've got too much pent-up energy. Look at that. Cocking their leg on where rebels cock their leg. So it's strangely not right with her. It rained all night. Oh, lovely. Rebel showing too many teeth. Very wet. Cosy night, was not cold, didn't need no fire. The whole aim of the fire was just in case we get soaked doing a search and we have to dry off. That's why I'm a bit negative on camping with 3 wet dogs. Because once your gear gets wet inside the tent, then and you can't have a fire or anything like that to kind of dry things off, then you're basically lying in a puddle all night with wet dogs. 2 wet dogs is bad, 3, it's just making things totally worse. Let's have a look and see how Stella is. Yeah, she's looking alright. She's stolen the settee in the hut, and believe it or not, she jumps on it. I don't know how she's doing that, but she's said that's mine. She's liked it. And the reason she's liking it is soft on her joints, so I might have to do something at home. I've been giving her a dog bed with plated blankets, but obviously it's not soft enough. Stella, stop eating grass. Look at her. Hobbles. Like it's going. That's all that matters. Right, we're off. And this morning, we're on the action cam. Because some fool forgot to charge his phone up. And to be honest, it's probably a bit better because it's going to rain off and on. You know, it's very damp and very muggy. So all I've got, 1 hiking pole, rain kilt, don't know if it showed it. Hopefully this will come out. I ain't used an action cam for a long time, so it's going to be fun to see how it develops. Now, last time we were here, it was so dry you could have rode a bike or anything, but as you can see, it's waterlogged, so it's going to be very boggy. So had breakfast, bit of early lunch, because I don't want to be carrying, it's very muggy and I don't want to be carrying anything. So I just got the personal locator beacon. I know the area very well, so it's not like I'm going to get lost. And famous words, eh? Dogs are eager to go. I need to get out. So let's see how it goes. See, the poster's still hanging on. I've been noticing them everywhere, so they're doing the trick. People see them. People will take heed more. That's my dog trying to get up the bank the hardest way. Oh dear. When look, they're so low there. But intelligent. And I suppose males are supposed to be very intelligent dogs. Obviously I got a dud here. It is very humid. I can feel myself getting soaked inside my jacket, even though we're just plodding along. It's just the weather. It's very, very humid. Stella thinks it's bath time again. I am so muggy. Woo! Now today is the day it's supposed to really rain bad, and it's supposed to be stronger winds. Rebel, get up please. Oh, just shows. So far they got that wrong, but it's early days yet. It's only about 11 o'clock. Whoops. You know where we are now? I don't know if you can see the tree line. over there. That's where we've pitched on the meat. And Loch Dochard's not far from here. A few times. This one's never really bad. Oh, I'm heading into a deeper spot there. I'm sure the other one would be much worse. River crossing number 2, which we will not be doing. So it's getting deeper and deeper as she's going out in it. Look at it. And don't forget, this is not bad at all. But when the group came up that day, for them few days, we had such good weather. I mean, you could wade across this easy. Paddle across it, not a problem. But that was lucky. Because this is normally a roundabout like this, and much worse when, obviously, when heavy rain comes. But the conditions for that weekend were just perfect. So now we're hiking through that tall grass. That's why I've got a rain kilt on, because the grass would soak your top of your legs. Even though you got gaiters on. Did I tell you it's boggy? Soon changes, doesn't it? You gotta watch where you walk now. Look at it. It's like a big sponge, it just soaks up all the moisture. That's a bit better. I think only 4 weeks ago, totally different here. Oh. I want to be over that side, but I'm crossing the bridge, going up the track, and then going to cut across. It saves a lot of hard work over there. If all that made sense. Here's your bridge. Hopefully signs are up here. Sadly, the winds pick up so strong in these places, they just rip the signs off sometimes. What seems to have happened there? I'll see what I can do with that when I get back. Coming back. Still got the tyres on it. Looks like the wind's broke the tyre, I think. See what I can do. Go on, you. Wibbly wobbly. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh, look at it. He's looking sheepish. He don't normally worry about things like that. Wow. Talk about wobble there. I feel like I'm drunk. Oh, this one's up. Good. There you go. On side. Oh, there. Whoa! That plank bent. Look at that. That's going. Be careful. Right, up the track. You got some mountain mist or light drizzle coming in. Visibility slowly fading as it's coming down. You can hear the roar of the water in the waterfalls. Yeah, getting wet. Yuck! I was expecting it. Something barking or screaming at us in there. Didn't sound like a deer, like that sound. Don't know what that was. Could have been a big bird of prey, but I didn't see anything flying. Unless it's in the mist. Can still hear it in the distance. Spooky. Weird. Wonder if they get wildcats here. Sounded sort of like meow, meow, like that. That's not a bad imitation, to be honest. Didn't expect it. Even the dogs looked all at the same time. Oh, they got the fencing up here now. Whoa. Does that mean we can go through? Or does that mean there's cows on the other side? There's no sign here. I guess I have to unhook it. It's electrified. Stay there, you! Oh, yeah, it's alive. Stay there, seats! Right. That's fun. Obviously there must be cows somewhere. I guess I unhook from there and then replace, but make sure the dogs stay there. You'll get a shock. Right, let's do this. Never come across one of these before. Well, we safely navigated the electrified fence. Don't know if you can make this out, but I want to be over that northern side. Now last time the waters are low, but I bet you it's going to be hard work getting across, and we don't want to fall in. But that's why I want to be scanning over that side. Oh dear. Gonna be fun. As I say, why you be over there doesn't make sense, but it does happen, doesn't it? Now there is some stepping stones up here that you can cross normally, because we did actually cross across them. But how high is the water now? Because all the water's run off all these mountains into the loch. Dogs want to go that way for some reason. Let's have a look. Maybe they know a route we don't. Right, it's cross country now. Even Stella's looking good today. Yeah, we don't want to end up in the water. That would be a big no. So I'm going to have to find a crossing point. Do, 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 do. Hey, hey! Enough! You have to have a squabble when they're all excited, don't they? I'll be telling you off. Yeah, it's her again, being grouchy. Even she's excited. No, you got him going. Right, turn you off while I decide where we're crossing. I'll show you how crazy this is. I was here 4 weeks ago. You could see where you're walking, but the grass in places is thigh high. So you can't see the holes, you see. Grass is hiding the holes. Hey, calm down. They're enjoying themselves. Hopefully they'll sleep good tonight. Oh, that's it, Rebel, you make a track for me. Hopefully Stella's with us. He always says she's right behind me. I'm trying to find a crossing point. Oh, everything was so low. It's not like that today. Hope you're enjoying it, watching it. I'm having a look here. Hold on in a minute, I'll tell you. It's doable. Just be careful with footing. You could take 1 foot to the right and end up 2 or 3 feet down. That's if they don't murky the water, that is. Oh. Nice and slippery. And I've only got one pole. Just take it careful. I said to Phil I'd stay out of the water. I aim to keep that promise. Phil's the guy that runs a volunteer organisation called Beneath the Surface. Basically started all this searching off, doing the water searches. It's not too bad. The biggest thing is it's slippery, so if you slip you'll fall in. It's only about 8 inches, but you don't want to fall in 8 inches of water, do you? So what I'm doing, I'm trying to get over there, but it's going deep there. I'm seeing if I can scout round. We ain't gained far, are we? I'm keeping you on just in case I fall in so you can laugh. Oh dear, it goes deep there. I'm so near as well. No, we ain't gonna cross. Very deep round here. Right, we'll try somewhere else. Well, we came too low. We should have probably gone somewhere over there and crossed. But hey ho, while we're here, we can search again. It's been searched, I'm sure, numerous times. But hey, as I say, it does no harm to look and look again. Just shows how different this landscape can be in a matter of 4 weeks. Look how it's grown. So when Neil went missing, we don't know what the weather was like before, and the grass could have been like this. Like a really hard going. We saw it when it was nice and dry. I mean, it's only mountain mist today, it's no rain. And look how it soaks the ground. Absolutely saturate. Whew, right. I think we'll get back on the track and try somewhere else. Hard way, didn't I? There's the stepping stones. Let's see if we can get across them. I don't know if you can make out the little hut in the back. Why did I cross so early? Could have walked on the track and cut straight down there to stepping stones. What an idiot, eh? I want to search on the bank, so not on the shoreline, higher up. You know, I was just thinking, you know, again, these are all assumptions I'm making, none of them make sense. But he could have gone for a stroll, the water was really low, crossed the stepping stones and wandered off around the loch, trying to do a circuit. What? Why? I cannot explain why, but you just got to kind of try different theories. They will send you mad. But if you don't have a theory, you can't have a purpose, you know, otherwise you're just searching and that'll send you crazy. Ticking boxes off. So you best kind of try and get in someone's mind, but obviously you can't do that 100%. There's so many factors, but what would I do? What would you do? You know, and you never know, it might pay off. As I say, it could take months, it could take years, or sadly I'll never be found. But we're not going to dwell on that bit. We will by me wandering off track like now, these are the kind of things you want to do, because you will walk areas that you wouldn't have normally planned to walk, and they can pay off. So like here, I'm sure I've scanned all this before. I'm almost sure we might, but because we did all the waterfalls and the pools there, which were much lower then. But you just never know, do you? you do everything to a kind of pattern, you'll miss areas that you would normally search. Am I going to fall in the water here? I hope that's going to be a no. Right, am I going to fall in the water here? That's a wide jump, isn't it, for me? Yeah, it's wide enough for you, Rogue. Look at Rebel, easy. Look, that's the bit I'm worried about, because I can't jump onto that little one and I won't be able to stretch. So I'm going to have to put my feet in the water there. The rest is easy stepping over. Stella will be fine. She don't mind water. Look at him. Now he's made it nice and slippery and wet for me. Oh, joyful Rebel. Thank you. We know this loch, don't we? Been here before. Right. Oh dear. Wish me luck. Oh well. Worth a try. Got to the big rock, and obviously it's all wet and slidey there, so I'm not going to jump on it. Tried to put my feet in the gaps there to kind of just grab over the rocks and just pull myself across. Force of the water is quite strong, but also it's very deep. It was too high for my boot. It was starting to go in my boot, so I don't want wet boots. So my top of my sock got wet, but luckily I backed off just in time. So I want to get over there. I don't want to go all the way around there. Need waders to get across this, and I can't find a place to cross. Stuck. I should have come out all the way through the bad terrain on the other side. Right, I'm gonna have to ponder. Sorry, I had malfunction. I was chatting away and I didn't realise my action camera froze. Why, I don't know. But anyway, door was open on the shed, so I closed that because we want it for shelter just in case the weather gets bad. We don't want it all soaked and manky inside. I'd love to get in there at the other side of the fence, but look how tall that gorse is now. We've done all over there. That's cows I can see on there. I ain't got my sorry, I'm talking to you and talking to myself at the same time. It looks like there's cows up there. Maybe it's a good job I didn't go over there with my dogs. I'll have a look in a minute. Thank you. Well, we've covered all the valleys last time I was here, all round the loch. God knows how many times. I did it about 2 or 3 times in the end. Did them rear pools. I wanted to trek a little higher. I thought it was cows. It's not cows, it's bushes. The way the colours look. I need glasses. And I was just going to take a little higher route and maybe even over the top of that. I don't think he would have gone up that. But you never know, do you? But I just wanted to see if we could get around, but we can't. We have to go fully right up the other side. Look at these two Muppets. The other place, as I say, I'd like to get in there, but it's so gorsey and there's no way of me getting the dogs in there. I can't get Stella over that gate, not a chance. I think it's going to rain. We can hide in the shed. I've got to be honest, the weather's not been bad at all. Let's see what's up there. It's not as humid now. It was really muggy earlier. That seems to have lifted the mugginess. There's no point us going in further on there because we've covered so much over there. So yeah, I'm interested if there's anyone with drones to say that beyond the loch and all the way up to them small lochans, there's so much dead ground, and I bet it's even higher now. And that's something else we have to take into account. Different seasons, the way the grass, look at So something could be 5-10 feet away from you, and if the grass is growing really tall, you'll never see it. So early in the year is the best time. You know, after the snows and all that are gone. Say like, I don't know, late Feb, maybe early March and onwards. One, you have no midges. Yes, there'll be some chilly nights, but all the vegetation will be low. Once it starts growing, it's like a wilderness. I was walking through stuff like this and you can't even see where the holes are. But as I say, I'd like to cover that. I've gone along the shoreline, but I've not covered any of that hill there or any of the slopes a little higher up, just to chat and look down, which I was planning to do. I thought I'd get across over there and I'd scan that way and then scan that way and probably go over the top here, but that hasn't worked today. But never mind. But it's not worth it on with water, because either side you've got a loch one side and you've got a big pool on the other side, and them stepping stones, you know, they're big boulders. They got a lot of moss on. Dogs had already made them wet, and the gaps in between are just deep holes. Them boulders being so high, you think, oh, you know, nothing. It's quite shallow. No, some real drop-offs in between. So you soon get your boots wet, and I've got like 11-inch boots. So it shows how deep it was getting. And also the force of water, I was surprised, because it's pouring through them gaps. It really is coming through with some force. So on the way back, we'll check something else. We don't waste any of our time. As I say, even today, just going off track could pay off. And that's the whole thing, you know. As I say, I'm sorry I'm going on and on, but it's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to come up here, do searches. Some searches won't pay off due to the weather, or plans will change. And by going off track and changing your plan, or the weather making you go a different way, is the way you'll probably find what you need to find. But it's never wasted, and plus I enjoy being out in this kind of landscape. So as I said before, this is not wildernessy, this is quite easy going. You too, leave it. What we're looking for. As I say, we've been around this loch. You've seen the videos and all that. So beautiful with the beaches down. I mean, you can hardly see the beach lines now, just the top of them. The water's filled right in. Right, back on the track. It's raining. Oh, it's a very low mist. Quite soggy now. You'll be glad to know it's raining. We're getting wet, we're getting soaked. It's beautiful now. Now this is not mist, this is rain. Rogue, come. Seats. Perfect. Good girl. Go in then. See how much she's changed? Then if you remember, if you watched any of my videos in January, we're coming up here, she was acting wild. I had to put on a lead. That was when I only had her for about 3 or 4 months by then. A lot of hard work been put in. She's coming along fine. She's never going to be a giant of a dog, but what she don't have in size, she makes out in attitude. I've got to watch her if they get near them that electrified fence. Right, we're heading down there now to death. Fuse. Seats. Seats. Bleib. Bleib. Don't you dare. I'm doing this for your safety. Bleib. Bleib. Platz. Platz! Platz! Bleib! Platz! Platz! Stay there, stay there. Go on in. Sorry, Stella. Got to make sure I don't get electric shock in this. I bet it hurt. Hey, no, get here. Get down. Go, go, go. Luckily it didn't touch her. But it's definitely working. Go in. That was by minuscule that it didn't touch her, like a tail didn't go up and touch it. Silly dog. Welcome to the land of bog. Right, I've only got about 10% on my battery. What we're going to do is normally we go that way, follow the river, but I know you can cut through here. To the left is Clashcore Farm, and I don't want anyone going there. Rebel! I don't want anyone bothering Stephen. Rogue, leave whatever you're eating. As you can see, this is really nice bog, and that's going to be even better bog. Oh God! But I want to cut through. If I don't sink in this bog. Good, got around. This way, Rebel. This is another trail that people use. It's an unofficial trail as such. It brings you out where, you know, that wire's down on the fence where it's near the river. It's a bit dangerous. Oh, great. Rebel, this way. I want you staying on this, in this clearing. As you can see, whoa, me getting across is not going to be easy. I'm over, just. This way, Rebel. Some of this could be deer trapped, but I do know people have used it in the past, get round that corner. Rebel, please. So, it's like a trail, sit. But it's not a trail, but it is. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to search around here. I'm not saying he'll be here, but different areas, different places. But as I say, my power's going to go on my battery, so I've got to turn you off. But that's what I'm going to do, skirting amongst these pines here, where they're clearing this, see what the dogs pick up. But I don't want to stray to the left because that's Clashcore Farm. So, it's very wet out. Got back here about 3 o'clock, had lunch, late lunch. Lie down, Rebel, lie down. Everyone gets up as soon as there's talk. Hey, lie down. And fed the dogs, and believe it or not, some sun came out for about 20 minutes. Rebel, lie down. I might have to put the fire on a bit, not because it's cold, but to dry us all off, because all the kit's hanging up. Looks like a tip in here, trust me, but it's cosy. It's what you make it. It's all kit everywhere, look. Kit. And look, table kit, all kit. But we've got plenty of gas. So, unless it blows up, then we've got too much gas. So where was I? Yeah, fed dogs after I had something to eat. Done chores, normal things like get water for dogs, get a kettle ready because I knew it was going to rain. It just looked it. But we got 20 minutes of sunshine, so I managed to charge a few bits up, but nothing crazy. And then that 20 minutes went, and then it's been misting, just like it was doing this morning, but now we're getting a bit more rain. And it's murky, it's damp, it's gloomy, it's yucky out. It's not something you'd want to be walking in for long. But that kilt that's hanging with that mucky towel, which I wipe the dogs down with, that worked a treat. It allows you freedom. You know, like when you're walking, your legs, if you've got waterproofs, one, they make a terrible rustling sound. Two, you get really clammy in them because you've got no breathability. But with a kilt, you've got all that air gut blowing through, and you've got elastic on the where it joins, so you can tighten that elastic so it can't blow open with the wind. But and it hangs really low as well below the knees. So at the end of the day, you're really protected, especially if you've got gaiters on. So I was really happy with that. And the coat is brilliant. It's Arc'teryx jacket. Had it for years. Breathes really well, but as I say, today it was so muggy this morning. But then that cleared up. So it's really weird. You see all the wood I chopped. I got a load more wood in there if I needed it. I wasn't expecting things to get cold. It was more about drying kit off. If you put a fire on and get a stove, excuse me. Oh yeah, getting lazy. Get the fire going. One, it's psychologically makes you feel better if you've been soaked. Two, if you do get very wet, you feel cold anyway. It's natural. And three, to dry the kit off, obviously, isn't it? You know what I mean? You need to get that kit dry because if you're going to use it like tomorrow or whatever, then if it's all damp and kind of clammy, you know what I mean, to your skin when you're putting things on or getting into like quilts or something like that, then you ruin it. And plus, a lot of it's down, so you've got to keep that dry. Rope, not too much. Oh, excuse me. A real lazy man. As soon as you stop, your body goes with some. As you can see, that's what happens when you stop. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think of something like that for Stella. I've never realised she loves it. The softness and also the height. I think makes her feel like top dog again. I think she was losing status. You know what I mean? But looking down at the other two makes her feel good, I think. Plus, it's great for a joint. So I never have dogs on chairs, but I ain't got no soft chairs like that in my house. I've got settees and things like that, and hard chairs and computer chairs. So I'm gonna have to buy something like this just for Stella. And knowing Stella, she'll kick the bucket as soon as I've got her sorted for her. Typical, isn't it? Rebel's just hiding around there. Amazing. As soon as I get the fire going, everyone will want to lie down there though, near the fire. So, did a bit of searching today. Didn't do where expected. Didn't want to chance it crossing water that was too deep for my boots because again, if you get your boots soaked, they're leather boots. Yeah, I mean, if the water gets in them, it'll take days to dry. Probably weeks, to be honest, in this weather. Oh. So that's what we've been up to. Now I'm going to have a little snooze. Might as well, eh? That's the view from our front door. Can't see much sunshine coming, can you? This could be that rain front that was supposed to come in earlier today, but it's probably took some time coming in. it gets heavier and heavier, oh no, it is that low front that was supposed to come in. It's a bit wet, to say the least. I saw 2 people today, that's about it. For Friday, you think, during the summer, I'll see more people in the winter. The weather puts everyone off. We had a beautiful June where it was absolutely scorching nearly every week, and now we've had a miserable 2 weeks of July. And from what I've seen, it doesn't seem to be going better. That's why I came up. In the end, I thought if I leave it much longer, I'll not get up. Because there's another meet in first week. I think it's bank holiday, August bank holiday. That's for the other guy that's missing in the Cairngorms, I believe. And I try and get out once a month, but the way it's going, I'll be going home, getting my kit dry and setting back off again. I don't want to be doing that. I'd be pushing it too hard. So I thought I'd get up now, then it gives me 2-3 weeks before the next one. It was chillier today as well. Again, that could be because we all got wet and we just feel cooler. But it's nice to be isolated sometimes. And as I say, look, it's not that windy. There's a bit of a breeze, but we haven't been plagued by the midges at all this time. It's nice to be away from TV sets, radios, and the phone that I'm filming on now, but without any reception, so you can't look at social media and all that. Just nice to clean the soul. But up there on the mountains, it's getting murkier and murkier, and that's where it's coming from, the weather. From the west. Where's it, the east? No, it's the east, I think, now. I did see that the weather was going to be changing directions as well. We've had southwesterlies, we've had westerlies, but I do believe they're saying it was going to change to a northerly at one point. So it could go chilly again. Right, nothing else to do, can't walk in that. Got the fire going. It's blowing a hoolie out there. Winds have gone crazy. It's been raining all evening. Been terrible. Got the fire going, wanted to warm the gear, but it was getting cool. I'm not going to say cold, but it was getting cool. It's nice and warm in here now. Probably too warm now. But listening to them winds, the whole hut was shaking at one point. Unbelievable, isn't it? This is summer, isn't it? I'm still trying to figure out. Just shows out. There's a tree blowing. Oh, it's going to be fun. God knows what tomorrow's going to offer us.